Right. Hi
y'all.
guys. So welcome back to another episode of
It's Giving podcast with Lina.
and Rita.
Why did we say each other's names?
With
Fine.
Lina.
And Rita.
And today we have a special guest. Please
Salwa.
welcome.
Hi guys.
Okay. Right. So today we're gonna have a very deep conversation about a very specific topic. Who wants
Do you want to reveal the topic?
to reveal the topic?
Guys, we're going to be talking about marriage today.
Very
Scary.
exciting. Very excited to talk about very scary experience.
very scary experience.
All right. So
I feel like we should start with the basics. So what does marriage mean to you guys?
do you want to start with this one?
I feel like marriage is like the souls of two people connecting.
Hey.
How poetic.
Yeah.
That's just what I feel
No,
like. marriage
yeah, I
is.
hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Kind of for me, it's gonna take me a minute to answer that one because I feel like marriage is very like broad. Okay, and I feel like within marriage you need so much to actually form one, and I think it's a partnership that consists of a lot of commitment from a couple in order to make it work, and within the commitment you've got communication, loyalty, just a lot of unspoken things. Yeah, that's a definition for me.
Okay. Guys, don't shit on me for this one, okay? But I feel like
gonna shit on her. Yeah.
But no, I feel like marriage is a religious concept.
Okay.
So in the sense, it's something that's created by religion. It's not really humanity that created it, because before it was just relationships. The concept of marriage, which is permanent relationships between two people, is religious. But I don't think that makes it a bad thing in any sort of way. I think marriage is mostly, I think it's an agreement between two people that you're either in it or you're not.
Yeah, 100%.
Like you're either in it 100%
or just don't bother.
or just actually just don't
leave, man.
leave it. But yeah,
No, honestly, I think all of our definitions together
is a
make
perfect summary of
yeah,
marriage.
it's a good representation. Because I feel like with marriage, like, I don't know, and I feel like it's also a really personal thing as well, because we can talk about marriage as a whole, but then we can talk about what you're looking for in a partner for a marriage or
100%,
for a relationship.
100%.
But yeah, man.
But okay, now marriage, let's associate it to us.
Yeah.
Who here sees themselves? I'm cringing. Getting married.
Not me. I'm out. Not me.
No, on a realistic
No,
note.
honestly, eventually, yes.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of young marriage?
Personally,
this one.
I personally would like to get married young.
Mm-hmm.
But that's only because I feel like I would like to experience my life with my husband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's reasonable.
Context, to those who don't know, we're all Muslims. So obviously, like, relationships and whatnot isn't the equivalent to the Western image of a relationship. So if we deep it, an Islamic marriage to us is a normal Western relationship.
Yeah.
But just with better intentions.
Yeah.
Of course.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's just a bit of context for everyone before people start coming at us later on, because we might say things. But yeah, that's just a little keynote
summary
to have.
I think that. Sorry, were you finished?
Yeah.
What was your question again?
Marriage, like, what do you think of young marriage?
Oh, okay. I might drag this on a little bit, but I think. Okay, so when you're young, so when I was about like 14, yeah, I used to say I see myself getting married at 20, 21. I'd have kids by 22, 23, and that's my life set. That's how I used to always think of it, mainly because my mum got married young and I kind of wanted to do the same thing. Yeah, you know, my mum had me young as well, so I thought, you know what, like, that's a shout. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be like my mum. So I used to always think that, but now, you know,
reality hit her.
Yeah, reality hit me. Like, you know, I'm 19 years old. I'm turning 20, like, in April. So I'm just thinking, like, do I see myself getting married within the next year? Probably not. I'm not against young marriage, but I do think that, obviously taking religion out of this, I do think that sometimes it isn't the best of things in the society we live in today, and in the economical point of view as well, because there's a lot of reasons. But
No, fair enough.
Yeah.
My turn. Okay, let's do it. Young marriage. I think it's the type of thing, like everything else in life, it comes with maturity.
Of course.
Like you can find two individuals who are very mature and they can get married at flipping 18. They're freshly 18, they can get married and it will work out better than people who get married at 36 or whatnot. And then you can find people, like, it just depends on maturity. And I think that
Sorry.
if both parties are mature individuals, it doesn't matter what age they get married. So I think it's the type of thing, it's either a hit or a miss. Like it
100%.
can go, it can go right or left, which is like marriage at any age. But I feel like when you're young, it's peaker because you're young.
Yeah.
Like you're clueless. You're not stable in
And
life.
in a
You don't know
way,
what you want. You're still
you're so
growing
emotional,
up.
and I
Yeah.
feel like you're gonna like obviously in the future you'll look back at it and be like, it was a nice experience why it happened, I'm happy it did happen. But it's like, for me at least, if I see this happening to me, I'll be like, that was a waste of time if it doesn't work out. Do you know what I mean? Like I'll be like,
Yeah.
I can't believe I went through all this commitment, went as far as to marry someone just to find disappointment, which is not the case for everyone. Let me just specify.
Isn't that just relationships in general at a
It is
young
relationships in general, but then it depends on how you view relationships as well. Like that's what I feel like with marriage, it's like a type of thing with
It's
young
very
marriage too.
controversial.
It's so controversial, and it's a thing that's very like, it's an original experience for everyone, and obviously everyone has different viewpoints, everyone has different experiences. Like, you know, who knows, maybe the person walking over there is deciding to get married next week and they're the same age as me, but then for me, I'm like, I don't want to get married until I'm 25. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's so broad and different, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's so complex.
It can either go horribly wrong or very good.
She's just going straight to the extreme.
Like,
Yeah,
like it can actually just go horribly wrong. Like,
But again, that's what goes back to what I said. That's with any age. That's not young marriage. That's just marriage as a
In
whole.
general, yeah, I
that
agree.
is true. But I feel okay. I do want to get married young, but I feel like if I get married young and I end up with the wrong person and I don't stay with that person, I will be mentally not okay after that.
But I think that's the thing.
I feel like if it was at an older age, then I feel like I would have accepted it more.
I agree, but I feel like it comes to a thing where, realistically speaking, really and truly, you never know who you're gonna marry. Like,
Yeah,
you never know. I could be, for example, hypothetically, I could be talking to someone right now. Hypothetically, let me just.
That's actually fully hypothetical.
Hypothetically,
I can vouch.
if I'm talking to someone right now, know them really and truly, you're never gonna actually get to know someone 100% of the time.
Never.
Like I'm pretty sure there are so many experiences out there of people that have gone into a relationship thinking this person was their knight in shining armor and come out of a relationship. I'm not talking relationship, marriage, or even boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever the hell. Knowing like as in like walking out of the relationship and then being a complete different person. Like I've got family members that have experienced that, and it's just, it happens. I feel like you can never go into a relationship 100% sure that it's going to work out, but then you can never go into a relationship 100% sure that it wouldn't.
But relationships is just one of the type of thing. It's just the type of thing where it's a risk that you take.
Yeah.
Like you go in with no expectations, no guarantees.
You can never go in with an expectation, because if they don't,
you can have an expectation but not a guarantee.
you can have a standard but not an expectation, because if you go in with an expectation,
the expectation is to expect something.
yeah, but then if you go in with disappointment,
But it's just better to not go in with an expectation.
Right. I don't know. I feel like, okay, what's you guys' ideal like partner in like a relationship? Like if you guys wanted to like say get married next week or whatever. Like realistic. We're not talking like,
no, realistic.
do you know what I mean? I'm a millionaire, I want him to buy me a yacht.
Realistically, I want someone with the same morals that I have, in the sense of like, I don't have to explain what loyalty is to you. I don't have to explain what bare minimum is to you. Like bare minimum, I'm not talking pay for my nails every flipping week. I'm talking know how to communicate whilst during an argument. No, not to cuss during an argument. Know this, know that. Like I don't want to raise you. I want you already raised. Do you know what I mean? There's that. Then there's obviously like 6 foot or over will be good. No, I'm joking. Like and then financial stability.
Yeah.
I want something going on in your life. I want you to have motivation. Like I want you to have enough motivation, not only for yourself, but to motivate me as well.
Yeah, of course.
And someone who's like willing to support. Because I think in a marriage or even in a relationship in general, it's the type of thing where you should only be with someone that's going to support you and bring you up, and then you support them and bring them up. There's no point going into a relationship if you're going to bring each other down. It's just like,
100%.
Like, what's the point of this? Do you know what I
Mhm.
mean? So I'd say those are what I'd look for in a husband. Because I don't know if I've ever had this conversation with you, but we always speak about like what you look for in a boyfriend, not that we do boyfriends, and what you look for in a husband are two completely
They're
different
so
things.
different,
They
and
are,
I
yeah.
feel like
Like super quick, I'd rather settle down with a mid man who's got everything personality-wise and mentality-wise than settle for a good-looking man
Mhm.
who
with
doesn't have
nothing.
anything. Like,
Of course.
why do I want to marry you? Like,
Yeah.
my kids can get plastic surgery if that's my concern. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, inshallah not, but yeah.
No,
So
fair enough.
boyfriends, what you look for in a boyfriend and what you look for in a husband are very
They're
different
so
things.
different. That's so different. What do you look for, like, ideally,
In a man,
or like
I
in a
don't-
partnership, even for
in a
marriage?
partner.
I don't want to mother a man.
Okay.
I feel like that is his mother's job.
Mhm.
And then you come to me after you have been, as she said, raised.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like that's a very big thing now
Today.
recently.
Yeah.
It's a very big thing where the girl actually has to mother like her husband or like her boyfriend or whatever. I just feel like it's so wrong.
But do you not think like a lot of men are naturally like this is
I
naturally
was gonna get
attracted
into
to
that after.
they're naturally attracted to women who remind them of their mums.
No, but I feel like there's a difference though. If I'm teaching you on what you're not supposed to do, which is common sense, then I don't like if I'm teaching you about common sense, then I don't want you.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
no, wallahi.
Which is
But
valid.
So
I'm
valid.
not but I get what you're saying as well
Mm-hmm.
about
Fair
the whole
enough.
mothering thing. Yeah.
Okay. Whoo, I'm so picky. I'm joking.
It's interesting.
Maybe not.
Cut that
Maybe
out.
not. Okay, so I feel like ideally in a long life, lifelong partnership, I would want someone, obviously, bare minimum again, like someone who's respectful. With respect comes loyalty. With respect comes a lot of things. And I kind of want someone who's going to be able to guide me through life the same way I'll be able to guide them through life. So, you know, from a religious point of view, from an academic point of view, spiritual, literally anything, someone who's going to be able to teach me things every day, someone who can learn from me as much as I learn from them. And then with that comes, you know, traveling together, experiencing life together, like someone who I can actually experience life with rather than someone who's going to be, you know, like, who just doesn't have a care in the world. Like, that's just for me, and I want someone who's just going to be able to teach me stuff that I would never learn myself. Do you know what I mean? And then obviously with that, what you guys said as well, like someone who's going to be motivating me, someone who's going to be supporting me financially, mentally, physically, all of the lees. And then most of all, someone who I think is going to be a good father. Someone who's going to be a good father.
But technically, I might be wrong. If you're finding someone who's a good husband, this is from an Islamic point of view. If you find a good partner and you're looking for a good husband, naturally that comes with him being a good father.
I agree, but when I say a good father, I mean in the sense where there are also cases where if I was to, okay, say I'm married, I've got kids, hypothetically, I'm married, I've got kids. If they're not gonna be a good husband to me, so like a good husband to me, if he's treating me poorly in front of my children, in my eyes, that's someone being a bit of a bad father.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm
like,
saying it comes with being a good
But
husband.
you know, of course. Obviously, you've also got to remember that marriage and relationships are not going to be sunshine and unicorn.
It's not a
every single
movie.
day.
It's not a movie.
There's going to be ups and downs to it, but obviously, like just someone who's able to go through that with me, experience
Who's
the bad
willing
times,
to go, like who knows the ups and downs are coming, but they know they want to stay.
Right, exactly. And I think that's just most important. Someone who's just going to guide me through life. Yeah. Oh, mother's calling me. Okay. So we covered that. Now I'm thinking not necessarily today's society, but in general, because we spoke earlier about mothering guys or like men. What do you guys think? Like, obviously, completely personal. Like, with guys, what do you guys think that they look for in a marriage? Like, not necessarily in a wife, but like in a marriage.
I think in a wife and in a marriage is the same thing.
Right, and bear in mind, this is from female perspective. This is from what we know and what we've been shown. Okay.
I think guys look for a mother more than anything. They look for someone that can be a good mother to their children. That like when a man meets a woman, I think one of the first thing he thinks of is this woman gonna be a good mother or not. Like that's just how men are. Like
Yeah.
most men's goal is to have a family.
Yeah.
Like that's just what they want.
Aww.
No, because they don't act upon it. But like what they want is to have a family. So I think one of the first things they look for is a woman who has mother traits, like a woman with maternal instincts and like big hearted and a family girl. Nah, nah, nah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's what men look for. But yeah.
What do you think?
I agree. I think first thing they look for is if the girl is going to be a good mum for their children.
Yeah.
But they have a lot of the traditional
Viewpoints.
yeah.
I think, okay. Wow, why do I really like to get into things? I feel like men, so like we said, men like to be mothered. And I think that just stems from like who men are like as a whole, because a man has to always put a big like front. Do you know what I mean? In society, a man needs to be someone who's powerful, someone who can,
Masculine,
yeah.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like everyone knows that it's not a bad thing. It can, you know, get to someone from time to time. Their egos can be a bit high sometimes, and you need to chill out. But that's just kind of a man. And I feel like in a woman, they look for someone where they can
let their guard down.
Yeah, let their guard down, where they can be a kid again.
Yeah.
You know. And I was actually watching a video the other day of someone talking about like a man needs to be mothered if you want to keep him. In a way.
That's true.
Which is
Adding to that point, there is be a kid to an extent.
yeah.
You don't do foolishness.
No, but I think when we say like be a kid around the girl they want, it's like
Yeah.
in the sense that he wants to get cuddled, he
Yeah.
wants to get fed. Do you know what I
Which
mean?
is
like,
like I think which is completely fine.
yeah,
that's fine.
which is
Everyone
fine.
wants like someone like they want to be Haneen.
And we're
Yeah.
talking in general, and we'll get to this generation in a little bit. Wait till we get there. But
You man, don't get gassed.
yeah, word. But yeah, no, they like to be mothered, and I feel like us as women, naturally, we're
gonna
also
mother
enjoy
them.
that.
We love mothering them.
We love mothering
I don't know
them,
why.
but that's just how human instinct
just-
is.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? A man is tough but likes to be mothered, and women, we like to, you know, take control of situations. Our husband being one of the situations. Cool. So they like to be mothered. But I feel like in this generation, it can be a little bit difficult. And I feel like a reason why young marriage doesn't work in this generation, including like everything else we've spoken about, is because at our age, especially in particular, for example, I'm 19. If I was to find someone who's 19 years old as well, I feel like a lot of people like to rush into things without taking time with building a foundation. And I think that's the biggest problem with today's society, when everyone's rushing to get married, trying to marry the first thing they see. Like that's just not how it works. And I feel like for a man and for a woman as well, but for a man, before rushing into marriage and thinking she's wifey material, I'm gonna put a ring on her finger straight away, they need to first build a foundation. Guys our age like to jump, yeah, before they can even start walking. They like to jump straight into things. Whereas instead of sitting down, building a foundation, and I'm not talking becoming a millionaire. You know, when you're chasing the bag, it doesn't mean be the richest guy out there. You're not Bill Gates either. Chill out, you know, start working. Just do something, build a foundation before you start looking.
Basically,
more.
fill up your timetable.
100%. And let me just tell you from now, women like to see a man who's doing something with his life.
Word.
They don't like to see a bum.
Mm.
Because if you're going to be a bum, you're not going to benefit them in any shape or form. Someone who's, like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm really attracted to someone who's got stuff to do.
I love it
That's
when like
motivated.
if a man is to tell me, yeah, like I have to go do this, and then after that I'm doing this, and then later I can see you.
Right.
Yeah.
For 8, I'll be done by 8 o'clock.
You have things to do.
Like, it's
Like
so great.
you have your own
And
life.
it's reassuring
Yeah.
as well. And I'm not saying like, oh yeah, he's doing all the job. No, but it's nice to see that. And I feel like a lot of people now.
But do you think we think that's nice to see because we have things going on in our lives, and then so we don't want to feel better than a man?
No, because I was gonna say for us women as well, it's the same thing. Like we also need to build a foundation. Again, cost of living crisis, bro. Like,
Yeah, but I'm saying this because you have people who are actually attracted to bums.
well, then that's just on them.
But do you think that's because they have a lack of things to do themselves?
But that's why we're generalizing. Like, I feel like
That's why there's just two sides to every story. Like,
no, of course there's two sets. I'm just generalizing, and again, I'm also talking from our perspective.
yeah.
So maybe people can relate to this. Maybe they have a complete different opinion, which is also completely fine. Do you know what I mean? We're only 3 people sat in a car. Like there's millions of people with different viewpoints with this. This is just how I see things, and from the experiences of people that I've met as well. Like a lot of people, they like to just go straight to the jump instead of taking time and building a foundation. Which a marriage, again, is a foundation being built and building on that together.
Do you know what I think it is? I think the problem is that divorce is so normalized. People go into marriages telling themselves, if it doesn't last, like worst comes to worst, I just divorce. But that's not the mentality you should have when you're going into a marriage.
Yeah.
When you're going into a marriage, you should go in thinking, okay, I need to go in with my best ability to make this last.
Basically,
Like, I need to go in 100%, not 50, not 70, no, 100%. Like, marriage is now a joke, unfortunately. Like, it really is a joke.
Yeah.
So, I think that could be a reason to why people don't really build on themselves before going into a marriage. Because if you look at our parents' generation or our grandparents' generations, they were getting married young, but the men, well, actually both people, more the men because of how things were, men were always working.
Yeah.
Because masculinity was strong back then.
Yeah.
Like, it was really, and I'm not sat here doing the whole men used to go to war. No, but men were men.
But it's true.
They were less feminine, and I think social media also plays into that.
Yeah, but then I partly disagree though, only because I feel like in today's generation, you got the men that have also deteriorated, but the women have as well. And it's
100%.
really sad to say, but it's true. I feel like women nowadays have also lost their value significantly, considering again social media, considering the fact that a woman has to get up and even work in order to help.
She said that with such disgust.
It's true, but like it's true, and it's the reality of it. It's unfortunate, but it's true. Women have also lost their value. I'm not saying like in the sense where we're all hoes, we're doing what. No, just in the sense where a woman can't necessarily sit at home, cook and clean all day.
Women have to be more selfish,
which is true. It's the reality of it. And social media, bro, like, and I've been saying this for months. It's the type of thing where we have to learn to live with it because it is a part of our everyday.
We can't get rid of it.
We can't get rid of it. Like, you can delete socials and say I'm not on social media, but the next person.
I did that. It lasted 2 weeks.
But like, it's just something that we have to live with nowadays. If you want to get to know someone, like,
no, it's not even about that. It's not even. It's just like, social media is just everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Like, you could be walking down the street, there's a flipping advert for Instagram.
Yeah.
Like, it's everywhere you go. Businesses on social media. Every single business has a social media page.
And that's just our everyday. So people, when they sit here,
you can find your bloody professors and teachers on social media.
Speaking of yesterday on live, I actually met a family member on social media that I had no idea existed.
That happened to me. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Literally yesterday, I forgot to follow them back though.
Oh.
Anyway.
But yeah, no, like, social media does take over, and then social media sets unrealistic standards, beauty standards, financial standards. Like, you're gonna see a couple on TikTok and like, oh my god, Allahumma barik, they're married at like 18 and they have a flipping penthouse and they drive a 4x4. That's not reality.
That's not reality. It can be a goal, an aspiration.
Listen, it's someone's reality, but it's not everyone's reality. Not everyone can be rich.
And I think that, but like the whole concept of I need to be rich, and like I feel like that's just also a bit of a drag, because I get that we all want to be sat down in a private jet on our way to Miami.
No one wants to be broke, but you have to
be realistic.
But I feel like you have to learn how to be okay with being no, I do that.
Not being okay with being broke,
but like,
I feel like you need to set a goal in life, in the sense where I see, like, okay, I'm not gonna go too much into it, but like I see a future, right? I'm not saying like obviously a future in general. I see a future. Within my future, I have goals written down and aims that I have for my life. But if they don't go to plan, at least I went close to that future, like a realistic future. Does that make sense?
What I was trying to say is that I think people are so money driven. Like, even marriages are financially, like, the base of every marriage now is finance. Like, the world has become so controlled by money that people have forgot the real values. So I'm talking happiness, love. Like, it's all, like, it's so degraded now because the only thing that people give a shit about is money.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I meant by...
Fair enough.
Unfortunately, guys, it is a cost of living crisis. So you do need money to survive. As bad as it sounds.
Of course.
You do need, like, especially if you're going to a marriage, you need a home. If you're going to have kids, you need a place where your kids are going to stay. You can't just be broke and have children.
What I was trying to say is that, like, yes, money is important, but it's not just about, like, because, you do need other things to contribute to a marriage.
It leads back to the beginning. What is marriage to you? Marriage is not, you're not throwing dollars at me and thinking,
First, when I think of marriage, money is not the first thing that comes into my head. Because that is not what marriage is. Like, It is
love what?
part of it, but it is not it.
It's a factor. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Another thing. Okay, with love. Love. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
No, that's a lie. That's a lie.
Guys, they're joking.
Okay. Do you think love is an important factor in a marriage?
Yes, but I think love is also the type of thing that grows a lot around with time in a marriage.
Anyone can say they love you and they don't mean it. I
100%.
could be like, I could go to, okay. I wouldn't do that, guys. I would go up to anyone and I could say, I love you, but I don't mean
have
it.
no meaning
But I
behind
think
it.
love is the type of thing you have to show
Yeah,
that you love someone.
definitely.
You don't just say it, you have to show it.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
But no, I think love is the type of thing. It naturally you're gonna grow love for someone if you spend a lot of time with them.
Yeah.
So you're bound to love whatever partner you're with. Like you're bound to create some sort of love for them. So obviously it is ideal for all of us to love someone before we marry them. But if that's not the case, you will end up loving them. And I think it's also really dangerous because some people stay in bad marriages because they love someone, but they don't love them. They're just attached to them, and then they think they love them. And then it's just love is the most complex thing
But then
in
I
the
feel
world.
like for what you just said though, sometimes you don't love someone and stay in a marriage. Sometimes you just have no choice but to stay in the marriage. And love has nothing to do with that. Of course, you're still gonna have love for the person.
No, but
even
we're talking emotional wise. If you want to talk
even
about that, that's
emotional wise.
but that's attachment. That's what I just said. Because you're attached to them. Because emotionally, the only two reasons you have to stay in a marriage is because of either love or attachment. Emotionally.
Yeah.
And then you have the other materialism, which is another reason people would stay, like financial, whatnot.
Children,
And then you have children.
which
so
is the worst thing you could
yeah,
do.
but that's why I said emotionally, love and attachment are the only two reasons people would stay in a marriage.
Yeah, fair enough.
Emotionally. Clarification again.
You know, I don't know. I feel like with love, like I know with just relationships in general, like again, I said this earlier, like I feel like it's the type of thing where you just need a minimum of respect.
Yeah.
I think with respect you go a long way. With respect you're showing a lot more than you actually think you are. Like with respect you're showing loyalty. With respect you're showing discipline. Like I can sit here and say I respect you, but if I cuss at your mom, that's not really me respecting you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just me showing a form of disrespect, and then in a way a form of hatred as well, not a form of love. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
I never cuss at your mom, by the way. I love her, but yeah, I don't know.
We'd
Respect.
never cuss out your mom too.
Yeah, I know.
Don't know why we left her
No,
out.
it's just because I used it as an example.
But what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something with love. Okay, love. I think love is a very big problem in our generation because our generation grew up quick.
Yeah.
We all thought we were grown at a very young age. So
Lust is a very big thing.
yeah.
Mm.
So we all had our first loves young. And then that's gonna impact you for the rest of your life. When you actually have a first love, it's gonna impact you for the rest of your life.
I'm gonna end up becoming motivational, bruv.
Bro, but like no, realistically, our parents had it.
Mhm.
Like let's not act stupid. Our parents definitely had the first love before our parents, or maybe some of us are lucky and their first love was their parents. But I think that goes back to Dean. That's why dating is haram. Like it's because you need to protect yourself for the right person, and a lot of
100%.
people don't protect themselves, and they'll either go for one person or many people, and then it's just gonna
And if you want baraka in your marriage to begin with,
don't get into a relationship.
don't get into it. And I feel like relationships can be so like stupid. Like, okay, because now if we're talking Dean, this is gonna like, I've actually got a question more than I have like, a point to make, and I know like the answer to this question, but I still am gonna ask it anyway. So you see, when you get to know someone, okay, ideally, if for example, like, okay, so nowadays we've got social media, you're messaging them, they're sending you snaps, you're sending them snaps back, like you're getting to know them, cool. I don't like that, by the way. Let me just point out that I don't like that. If I want to get to know someone, I want them to message me. We're gonna go do something. We're gonna get to know.
Well,
each
like, do
other.
it in person, bro.
Like, I'm so sorry. I'm
Because I
not the
could be
type of
sat there
person-
texting, oh my god, I like you so much, and my face is so straight, and I'm just going.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm so sorry. I can't get to know someone on social media. Like, I have to, but to get to know them, like, it has to be in person. Anyway, cool. I'm not doing no 5-month talking stage. Love. Anyways, what was I gonna say?
Couldn't tell you. You went through 50 topics in one sentence.
Sorry, guys. It's the Red Bull. It's the
Bro.
Red Bull.
You have like the tiniest
I'm
sip.
joking, girl. Guys, laugh. Thank you.
A girl, a lady. A girl, a woman.
Yeah, man. What were we talking about?
You were talking about love.
Love. Well, I don't
completely
remember.
off track.
But no, because Salwa mentioned this earlier. Lust.
Yeah, lust is a very big problem. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, lust is a very big problem in our generation.
I
But
feel like
again,
that's always been a problem.
and I feel
like
like
look at
with-
Marilyn Monroe.
with lust, it just degrades someone's value.
So they got end.
What's wrong with
Married.
Marilyn
She said-
Monroe?
Right.
Because you said lust is in this generation. I said it's been in generations. Because if you look at Marilyn Monroe, she was someone that was like very lustful.
No, of course not. I'm not
No,
saying
she wasn't
otherwise.
lustful. She was. People were lustful upon her.
But my point is, we're living in a generation like we're not Marilyn Monroe. Do you know what I mean? Like we're in a generation where lust is, like, it's shown more frequently. But
Yeah.
again, because we've got social media, we
You
have
just have a lot of display of a lot of things that people didn't have access to
Before. right, like on social media, you can get a lot of like videos from both men and women, from anyone that could be very lustful, you know, relatable lustful videos, TikToks, whatever. Like it's something that you see a lot often, and I feel like it puts a certain image in people's head that makes them think that it's okay to be lustful, which was why it's a
Their
big
lust
thing in our
just got really
generation.
normalized.
It's so normalized, but it's so bad.
But everyone hates on it, but everyone acts upon it.
Not everyone.
No, so you're telling me if there's someone good looking, you're not gonna look at them. That's lust. You're
Not
telling me
really,
when
though.
there's your favorite artist or movie or character.
You know what you're
or...
doing
No,
there.
no, because
I'm over him.
is it Michael B. Jordan's in a movie.
He's so
Good
ugly.
for him. You've lost the whole
He's
plot.
so-
Yeah! No, but Michael
Yeah,
B.
like-
Jordan is in a movie. You're
Mhm.
watching him. You're thinking, that's a bit of me still. Like,
Okay,
Lost.
lust. Yeah, no, it's normalized. But like, I'm talking.
Habibi, my future
Lost,
husband,
like,
my
acting
future
on it.
husband. If you're watching this, I promise you, Michael B. Jordan is so ugly.
Come next to you, he's nothing.
He's like this next to you.
Is he? No, I'm joking.
No,
What's it called? No, but as in like acting upon it.
acting upon it, yeah.
Yeah, you know, I feel like we've drifted off so much.
No,
Yeah,
but
we're
it's
just
calm. It's a
talking about Michael B.
it's a
Jordan.
pod-
Okay.
marriage, Michael B. Jordan, same thing. But yeah.
Yeah, no, lust. Fuck, man.
Anyways, I just want to get married to have a wedding.
Yeah, well, that's what I
Me
wanted.
personally, I just want a wedding. Oh, that's another thing. People are getting married for the wrong reasons. Lots of girls get married thinking that marriage is the key to freedom.
Yeah.
No,
No, it's not.
no.
But then it all just stems from intention, then, because
It
like,
is intention.
if you go in with the purest of intention, you
Allah
will have
will reward
baraka.
you. Allah will
Like,
reward
and this
you.
is why I always say, yeah, I'm not gonna like do my whole speech again. You guys don't have to hear it again. But I always say, like, in the sense where, like, if you just do your own thing, like, if you don't have to necessarily go out your way to look for something, like, in the sense where, if you're focusing enough on your deen, if you're focusing enough on everything that you're working towards, Allah will reward you with someone who's worthy of
you, yeah.
of you, and with hopefully as well, like, hopefully, like, inshallah, with the same intention, same this, that, same, like, you're going in with such pure intent.
You're going with someone who deserves you and you deserve them.
Yeah.
I mean, you do end up with who you want.
I've got a question for you guys. Do you think that you could fully let your guard down when married?
I hope that I can.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can, but I hope that I can.
Because I feel like once you're in a marriage, you're just like,
Bearing
we're
in
locked in
mind,
for life.
but just because you're married, I mean, we all know this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just because you're married and you sign a flipping paper doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, it should, but it doesn't.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
So everyone's just going in being para, but they
But
shouldn't
trust at the same time is a very, very big thing. Because if you don't have trust in a marriage, then that marriage is going to go downhill.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very
Having
big
trust in
thing.
someone, we didn't even bring that up, you know, having trust in someone is so important.
It is.
Because having trust, that's also like a very important key factor, like along with respect and loyalty and love. Trust is so important because it's the type of thing where if you break someone's trust, what makes you think that they can trust you again? Do you know
Mm.
what I mean? Like, and that just goes
be.
back.
I
like,
think trust can be rebuilt.
I think it can be rebuilt as well.
To an extent, though.
Yeah.
Because there's certain
But
things that
I
you
can trust
can't
someone with
come
my
back from.
whole, like, okay. Let's say I'm married
Mm-hmm.
and I trust my husband fully,
Mhm.
but one little thing threw me off. I'm still gonna be a bit suspicious, but I still trust him.
But I feel like this is how I see trust, right? I see trust as like, okay, imagine like a wall, okay, and then if you're breaking my trust, I'm talking like little things that are making me not trust you. It's slowly getting broken down.
Yeah, it's like a brick every time
until
removed.
something, until it just collapses. Obviously, if it's something like crazy where like I can never trust you again, again, it also depends on the person. I'm a very like forgiving person in any ways. Like I'm too nice to people, like, I'm too forgiving. So like again, like I'll be able to trust you too, but like I'll always have in the back of my mind, you did this once, or stopping you from doing it again.
It's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
But that's just
wherever you go with.
paranoia.
But that's gonna happen. Like, there's no one that you're gonna be 100% satisfied with trust.
Yeah, no, of course.
Unfortunately, well, that's just
I mean,
life.
no, I choose no, but if I'm getting married to someone, I'm choosing to trust them, and if they break my trust, then that's just on them. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's just how I see it. I'm choosing to trust you. I'm choosing to have this commitment with you, in hopes that you're the way I'm feeling and the intent I have to people just don't ask the intent I have towards you, you're feeling the same back. But obviously, like I don't know, man. I guess we'll see it to my future husband. Yeah, I'm having putting a lot of trust in you,
No, I want to be able to trust someone.
of course. But if
But,
you're not
like-
trusting them, why go into it to begin with?
Well, when you go into it in the beginning, you can't trust someone without. Like,
I'm talking marriage though.
marriage, okay, but it depends. What if you end up getting it? What if you end up getting an arranged marriage? You're gonna go in trusting them fully.
No, but I'm gonna go in with hopes that I can trust them.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. Like, I hope we can, but
But realistically, in this, I mean, unless you ask for it.
I might have to ask for an arranged
Unless
marriage.
you
What do you guys
ask
think
for
for
it.
arranged marriage?
I don't think it's that bad.
I don't think it's a bad thing.
I think it's a very good thing actually.
I don't think it's
Not
that bad.
forced, arranged, because
Yeah.
there's a lot of
Very
people, it's a
big difference.
misconception. Forced marriage is like you have no choice but to marry.
Guys, arranged marriage is basically your parents setting you up on a date, or someone you know setting you up.
Yeah.
Unless
That's
your
an
parents have
arranged.
bad intent for you, I think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get my mum. Actually, I'd get my mum.
I would get my mom to, because I feel like with our mums, it's the type of thing where they just want someone
They just want what's best for us.
right.
I would get my mum to find me someone if
Never my
I'm
dad.
not able. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously,
If
I'm
I'm
not
not able
gonna
to find-
do it
yeah.
at like the fresh age of 22 or 23. I'm like, Mum, I want an arrangement. No,
Yeah.
but you know,
If it gets to a time where like, you
if
know
I'm
what,
like-
it's time to hurry up a little
yeah, if
bit.
I'm like 27, 28,
Yeah,
and I'm
it's
just
time
like,
to
woo,
start the process, mate.
then yeah, I might have to, you know. But I don't think it's a bad thing,
I'm-
and I don't think it's a bad thing if people do it younger.
Mhm.
But I'd personally rather find him for myself, and if I can't, that's my second result.
However, like I'm actually all for arranged marriages. I actually wouldn't mind. It's like, for example, your mom coming up to you, be like, I think you'd actually kick it off with this person.
Yeah.
Get to know them.
I don't think that's bad.
You know what it
I
is
love
though?
it.
9 times out of 10, my mom's always right.
Yes, of course. But that's the thing. Like, I personally know someone who had an arranged marriage and is now like, Allahumma barik, and may God give them everything. Like, honestly, one of the most beautiful women I know, inside and out. But she had an arranged marriage and she is doing like fantastic, like with her husband. Like, they've been
That's
married for a
good.
few years and it's just gone great.
And
And I think like I kind of, when she told me that story, it kind of made me want to get an arranged marriage. I was like, low key, that's a bit of a shout, but I don't know. I never really know someone.
I don't know.
What age do you guys want to get married? Like realistically.
You want my truthful, fully honest answer? Let's say I meet someone tomorrow, right? They tick all the boxes. And when I say tick all the boxes, I'm talking about what I mentioned earlier: morality, stability, financial, motivation, whatnot, intentions. I'll get married tomorrow. But no, think of everything I said, Lima.
Yeah.
So supporting
Yeah, I hear
you,
it. I hear
trusting.
it. I hear it.
Why am I gonna say no?
Yeah, I hear it.
If you tick all the boxes, why on God's green earth am I saying no?
Yeah, wallah. That's actually very true.
No, I hear it.
But I'm not gonna find anyone tomorrow. So realistically, I don't
But I feel like no. What's a good age for you? Do you think like what? I'm talking even maturity wise and everything. Like what for you? Do you think would be ideal? Because obviously we never know what's gonna happen. innit?
Mama, sorry, you might get mad, but like 23, 22, 23, I think would be alright for me.
What about you?
Do you know why though? Let me tell you why.
Why?
Because we're in a generation where falling into sin
Mhm.
is very easy.
Mhm.
Like very, very easy. And that is a sin I do not ever want to commit.
Yes.
Because I would I'd never want to commit it.
Yeah.
So I feel like the younger I do get married, the better.
But then
I
at the
wouldn't
same
only
time,
get married
rush,
for
yeah,
that.
Yeah. But at the same time, we don't rush.
Yeah.
Yes, because yeah.
I'm not gonna rush into a marriage with
Mm.
someone just because of that.
Yeah,
But I
it's
would-
like
Did someone just bump
he
into your
dropped. He
car?
dropped.
Okay.
Oh.
We would have felt it.
Whew. Whew. But what was I saying? I
Um,
wouldn't rush into marriage because of that.
Yeah.
But like, if an opportunity is to come and it's good for me, and it's a good opportunity, and I can be tomorrow, like it could be tomorrow or in a year or whenever, then I
Mm-hmm.
would say yes.
What about you?
Like, I don't know. When someone usually asks me this, I would be like 2021.
But now that you're getting closer to it, what do you think?
Now that I'm getting closer to the age, okay, I think it could still be possible, but it might be like a 23, 24 type of.
I can't lie. You know, I was like deep in it whilst you were talking. I feel like, okay, I'm not against young marriage. I'm not for, like, I'm so in between for the both of them. Do you know? My mom got married young, like I said earlier. Like I'm so in between. Honest to God, if I could, I would get married at like 22, 23. Like, but then when I think about it, I'm like, okay, that's actually 2.5 years away. Like 2 years away. That is nothing.
Okay, what's stopping you from wanting to do it that age?
Okay, no, it's not about that. I would get married at 22, 23, but the only thing is that I would get married if someone's not going to get in the way of what I want to do.
Yeah, I was gonna, but that goes into what I said, the checklist that I said.
Yeah, because in the sense where I'm not sat here to say, oh my God, I'm a feminist. Like, I'm a feminist to an extent, cool, but I'm not like on top of the world.
But
You know what I mean?
Us being us, like, this is for all of us. Are we gonna seriously marry someone that's gonna stand in the way of what we want to do?
But that's
like,
what I'm
I
saying.
don't think, I think that's like, I think it's a bullshit excuse. If someone is to say to me, oh, like, when I got married, I stopped doing this, like, maybe, but cool, but to me, that's not an excuse.
Some people like that though.
Some people like that, but for me personally, just because I'm getting married, it doesn't mean I'm gonna stop studying, for example.
Yeah, of course, but that's what I'm
or
saying.
I'm gonna stop working, or I'm gonna stop seeing my flipping friends, for fuck's sake. Like, you got people that stop seeing their friends when they're married.
But that's why I'm saying, like, in the sense where if I can find someone, like, but again, it goes back to what we said earlier, of course, but that's why I'm saying, like, if at 22, 23, maybe even 24, because 24 is still young, like, if I'm, like, able to find someone who's really, like, not going to stop me from pursuing what I want to do. Oh my God, guys, fed height.
No, I was just trying to see if they were. I thought they were coming in here. Oh,
they were looking for us. Yeah, like if they're not gonna stop me, because again, 24 is young. Like, you still have so much to do, so much potential. Then I'm all for it. If I can't, it's a long day. If I don't get married by 24, guys, I might have to stay single forever.
Or just get a freshie and bring them here.
What that?
He'll be happy. He'll have his papers.
Who knows? That might be a love story right there.
And he might have a second family back home.
But hey, it's never that deep.
I feel like that's the most we can speak about in one go for marriage.
Yeah.
Like, marriage is very complex, guys. Like, come on, we've all grown around the marriage. Well, at least a bit. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's marriage wherever you go in life. You always see it. We're all gonna experience it, maybe not. But we're all gonna experience it, so
Inshallah.
For the better.
I had a point in my head, but it was gonna lead to a whole other discussion, so we'll talk about it.
I feel like marriage needs an episode
2. A part 2.
I feel like part 2 we should do with a guy to see their perspective.
Yeah.
But Salwa, how did you find our podcast today?
Guys, it was very interesting.
Actually,
yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
You got to be to experience it in person and to see the behind the scenes as well.
The mess.
No, I really enjoyed that, guys. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming.
That was really interesting.
Yeah, and then let us know what you guys think of marriage.
Yeah. Again, this is really controversial and this is really personal. Don't take anything we said out of context.
And don't let what we actually. You can let it maybe give you ideas.
If you agree with things, don't let that.
But don't let whatever we said manipulate your idea of marriage.
100%.
Be your own person.
Yeah.
Have your own opinion.
We're very opinionated, as you can see. So.
Yeah, guys.
Anyways, let us know if you guys want more to do with marriage. Let us know if you want more with Salwa. Yeah, everyone. What was I gonna say? No. I was gonna say we're gonna put Salwa's socials, so her Insta and her TikTok.
So you guys can go and follow.
Yeah, in our bio, and then obviously here we have our Insta. Do you want to show them TikTok?
TikTok will be right here.
And then you guys can go send us DMs for the next episode. Okay.
Bye,
Bye guys.
Bye, guys.